Most people think becoming wealthy is just about luck or who you know. But here's the truth, it's all in your mindset. Yeah, you heard me right. Your way of thinking can either open doors to wealth or slam them shut. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how some folks seem to attract success while others can't seem to catch a break? It's not magic, it's mindset. You've been lied to if you believe that working hard alone is enough. What really separates the financially successful from the rest is how they think about money, opportunities, and setbacks. But here's the kicker, changing how you think isn't as hard as you might imagine. In fact, it could be the easiest and most rewarding transformation you'll ever make. Forget those quick fix schemes that promise riches overnight. Real wealth starts in your mind. It's time to break free from the mental blocks holding you back and adopt the mindset that successful people live by every day. Ready to find out what they know that you don't? Money is a tool, not the end goal. When you start seeing money as a tool instead of the finish line, everything changes. It's not just about stacking cash. Money's real power lies in what it can do for you. Think about it. Money buys freedom, options, and the ability to live life on your terms. So, it's not about working endlessly just to get rich. It's about using that wealth to create a life you truly want. That's where the real mindset shift happens. Ever notice how people who chase money like it's the end goal never seem happy? They're grinding nonstop, but for what? Successful folks know that cash isn't the prize, it's what they can do with it that matters. Want to take a spontaneous trip? Money gives you that option. Need to invest in your skills? Money's your ticket. It's about creating freedom, not hoarding it. If you're stuck thinking more money equals more happiness, you've got it twisted. Sure, having money makes life easier, but if you don't know how to use it wisely, it won't change much. Real wealth is about leveraging cash to fuel your dreams, whether it's starting a business or investing in real estate. That's how you flip the script from being controlled by money to controlling it. Picture this. You've got $1 million, but you're still hustling nonstop. No time to enjoy it. What's the point? Smart investors use money to buy their time back. They build passive income streams like stocks or real estate that work for them while they're chilling. It's about making your money work as hard as you do. Now, think about the people who constantly save but never invest. Sure, they've got a nice cushion, but their money isn't growing. The wealthy? They know that saving is just step one. They put their cash into investments that will grow over time, turning a good chunk of change into something massive. That's the difference between just having money and really using it as a tool. Once you get comfortable with the idea that money is a tool, not the end goal, you'll notice you're more focused on the bigger picture. You stop sweating the small stuff, like a fancy car or expensive gadgets, and start thinking about how to use that money to make even more. It's all about making moves that create freedom and options in the long run. Wealth isn't just about having money, it's about believing you deserve it. The first step to building financial success is shifting your mindset. If you don't believe it's possible to get rich, you've already lost. People who attract wealth know deep down that they can achieve it. That belief drives their actions, and their actions lead to results. Think about it. How many times have you doubted yourself? That doubt keeps you stuck, spinning your wheels, and going nowhere fast. But those who believe they're capable of wealth? They take risks, invest smart, and keep pushing forward even when things get tough. It's not magic, it's mindset. You've got to believe in your own potential before anyone else will. Ever hear the saying, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right? That's exactly how wealth works. If you keep telling yourself it's too hard, guess what? It'll stay hard. But once you flip that script and believe that wealth is within reach, you start seeing opportunities everywhere. Suddenly, The impossible seems doable. Picture someone who's afraid to invest because they don't think they'll make money. They'll never get ahead that way. But someone who believes in their financial potential takes the leap. They invest in stocks, real estate, or a business, knowing that they'll figure it out. It's not about being fearless, it's about having the confidence that you'll find a way to make it work. That belief in yourself doesn't just show up in your finances, it affects your whole life. You start setting bigger goals, taking more calculated risks, and thinking long-term. You realize that wealth isn't something reserved for lucky people, it's something you can build with the right mindset. And that shift? It's a game changer. The bottom line is this: you can't build wealth if you don't believe it's possible. Once you start believing in your ability to create financial success, you'll naturally start making better decisions. Every investment, every business idea, every risk becomes part of your journey to wealth. And it all starts with that belief. Every financial move you make, whether it's a win or a loss, is a lesson in disguise. People with a strong money mindset don't get discouraged when things don't go as planned. Instead, they treat every decision like a learning opportunity. Did that investment flop? Cool, now you know what to avoid next time. That's how the game is played. Successful people don't see financial mistakes as failures, they see them as feedback. Each time you make a choice, whether it's about saving, spending, or investing, you're gathering data about what works and what doesn't. The key is to pay attention, learn the lesson, and apply it moving forward. This is how real growth happens. Think about it, no one becomes a financial genius overnight. You have to be willing to fail, learn, and improve. Maybe you overspent on something you didn't need or made a bad call on an investment. Instead of beating yourself up, ask, what did I learn from this? That's where the real value comes in. Those who make it big learn from their mistakes and never repeat them. Take Warren Buffett, for example. He didn't become one of the wealthiest people in the world without making a few bad bets. But every time he took a hit, he learned from it, adjusted his strategy, and kept moving forward. That's the difference between people who stay broke and those who build wealth. They learn from everything. You've got to adopt the same mindset. Every financial decision, even the small ones, is a chance to get better. Did you spend too much on something unnecessary? Great, now you know how to budget better next time. Miss out on an investment opportunity? Awesome, learn why and stay sharp for the next one. Everything is a stepping stone to your financial success. It's easy to get caught up in the frustration of a mistake, but the truth is, that's where the growth happens. Those moments of regret or doubt are actually opportunities to refine your financial habits. It's not about never messing up, it's about getting wiser every time you do. That's what separates people who thrive from those who just survive. In the end, every choice you make is part of your financial education. It's like building muscle, you have to push through the discomfort to get stronger. So, embrace those lessons. Keep learning, keep growing, and watch your wealth mindset transform over time. Delayed gratification is a powerful tool in building wealth. People with a strong financial mindset understand that success isn't instant, it's built over time. They're willing to give up short-term pleasures for long-term gains. Think about it, you could spend that extra cash on a new gadget today, or you could invest it and watch it grow into something bigger tomorrow. The choice is yours. The ability to wait for a bigger reward is what separates those who succeed from those who struggle. It's easy to get caught up in wanting everything now, but wealth is about patience. Picture planting a seed. You don't expect it to grow into a tree overnight. You water it, care for it, and trust that in time, it will bear fruit. The same goes for your money. When you embrace delayed gratification, you're not just saving money, you're investing in your future. Maybe that means skipping a fancy dinner this week so you can put that cash towards stocks or your side hustle. It's not glamorous in the moment, but the payoff can be huge. Those small sacrifices today can lead to financial freedom tomorrow. Think about successful entrepreneurs and investors. They didn't make their fortunes by splurging every chance they got. Instead, they made strategic decisions, often choosing to reinvest their earnings rather than spend it all. That's how wealth is built, slowly, steadily, and intentionally. It's all about playing the long game. A practical way to embrace delayed gratification is by setting clear financial goals. If you want to start a business or retire early, you need to prioritize what's important. Cut out the unnecessary expenses that only give you short-term satisfaction and redirect that money into investments or savings. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later. Sure, it's tough to say no to instant rewards, especially when society pushes a buy-now mentality. But every time you choose to delay gratification, you're training your mind to think long-term. You're teaching yourself discipline, and that discipline will pay off when you see your wealth grow. It's like a muscle. The more you flex it, the stronger it gets. In the end, delayed gratification is about believing in your future self. It's trusting that the choices you make today will lead to a more abundant tomorrow. So, next time you're tempted to splurge, ask yourself, is this going to help me build wealth, or just give me a quick thrill? That mindset shift will make all the difference in your financial journey. Saving money is great, but it's just the beginning. People with a strong financial mindset know that saving alone won't make you wealthy. It's investing that really moves the needle. Sure, having an emergency fund is essential, but to grow your wealth, you need to put your money to work. Think of it like planting seeds. Savings are the soil, but investments are what make things bloom. Investing opens doors that savings alone can't. Whether it's in stocks, real estate, or even your own education, smart investments create opportunities for wealth to grow over time. Imagine putting a chunk of your savings into a stock that consistently grows year after year. That's your money making more money. Now you're not just protecting your future, you're expanding it. One thing to remember, don't just stash your cash in a low-interest savings account. Inflation will eat away at it. Instead, consider diversifying your portfolio. Look into options like index funds, real estate, or even starting your own business. These investments might feel risky, but calculated risks are what help people move from simply saving to building real wealth. Of course, with any investment comes some level of risk. But that's where research and education come in. Learn about the markets, understand what makes a solid investment, and take your time. You don't have to go all in overnight. Start small, buy a few shares of a stock you believe in, or invest in a local rental property. The key is to keep growing. Let's take real estate as an example. It's one of the most reliable ways to grow wealth, especially over the long term. You don't need to be a real estate mogul to get started. Buying a single rental property or investing in a real estate fund could be a smart move. It's all about getting into assets that appreciate over time while providing income along the way. A big part of investing in growth is reinvesting what you earn. Instead of cashing out your profits, put them back into more opportunities. That's how wealth builds on itself. The rich get richer not just because they earn more, but because they keep reinvesting their money into growth vehicles. Let your money multiply itself. It's a game changer. At the end of the day, it's about shifting your mindset from just saving for a rainy day to building a future. You want your money to work harder than you do. So, while savings are necessary for security, investments are what bring true financial freedom. Don't just hold on to what you have. Let it grow, expand, and create new possibilities for your future. Taking control of your financial life starts with owning up to your choices. People with a successful money mindset don't blame others for their financial problems. Instead, they take full responsibility for every decision they make. It's about understanding that where you are today is a result of past choices, and where you'll be tomorrow depends on the actions you take right now. Think about it. Blaming your situation on the economy, your job, or even your upbringing won't help you move forward. Sure, some things are out of your control, but what you can control is how you react and the choices you make from here on out. When you own your financial decisions, you put yourself in the driver's seat, ready to take charge and steer your life toward success. One example of this mindset in action is budgeting. If you find yourself constantly broke before payday, it's time to step up and take control. Instead of blaming low wages or high expenses, examine where your money is going. Is it being spent on things that matter or just disappearing on impulse buys? Owning your financial situation means being brutally honest with yourself and then making the necessary changes. It's also important to understand that mistakes are part of the journey. Everyone messes up financially at some point, whether it's taking on too much debt, making a bad investment, or simply overspending. The key is to learn from those mistakes. When you take responsibility, you don't wallow in regret. You analyze what went wrong and use it as a stepping stone to get better. A big part of taking responsibility is creating new habits that support your financial goals. Want to save more? Set up automatic transfers to your savings account. Want to pay off debt? Cut unnecessary expenses and throw every extra dollar at it. The point is, you're in charge of the changes, and those small, consistent actions will lead to big results over time. When you embrace this mindset, it empowers you to take control of your financial future. No one is coming to rescue you. You have to be your own hero. And honestly, that's good news. Because when you realize that your financial success is in your hands, you can stop waiting for things to happen and start making them happen. Ultimately, financial freedom is about ownership. You own your choices, your outcomes, and your future. And when you fully accept that responsibility, nothing can hold you back from building the wealth and life you want. It's all about accountability, baby. So, are you ready to take the reins and own your financial journey? Positive thoughts have a powerful influence on the outcomes we experience in life. It's like planting seeds. You can't expect a garden to flourish if you're constantly planting weeds. Proverbs 23 verse 7 reminds us that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he, emphasizing that our inner thoughts shape our external reality. If you focus on abundance, you'll start to see opportunities where others see obstacles. That's how successful people move through life. They don't let negativity take root. Take a moment to reflect on how you start your day. Do you wake up already thinking about how hard things are going to be, or do you remind yourself of the possibilities that lie ahead? This small shift in mindset can make all the difference. Successful individuals train themselves to anticipate good things, even when times are tough. They recognize that every challenge is just another step towards something greater, and they keep their thoughts aligned with that vision. One practical way to cultivate this mindset is through affirmations. Speaking positive truths about yourself and your goals daily can rewire your brain to focus on what's possible rather than what's lacking. You could start with simple statements like, "I'm capable of achieving my financial goals," or "opportunities for success surround me." Saying these things with conviction helps you stay motivated, even when it feels like progress is slow. It's not just about thinking positively for the sake of feeling good. Positive thoughts are directly connected to the actions we take. When you believe good things are possible, you're more likely to put yourself in situations where good things can happen. This can be as simple as reaching out to a mentor, pursuing a new business venture, or even taking that first step toward learning about investments. But it's not always easy to maintain this mindset. Life throws curveballs, and it's normal to feel discouraged at times. The key is not to let those feelings dominate your thought process. Proverbs 4 verse 23 says, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Protecting your mindset is crucial because your thoughts determine your actions, and your actions shape your future. If you ever find yourself slipping into negative thinking, take a step back and realign your focus. One way to do this is by surrounding yourself with people who share a positive, growth-oriented mindset. It's easier to stay on track when the people around you lift you up instead of bringing you down. Remember, your environment plays a huge role in shaping your mindset and, ultimately, your success. By consistently choosing thoughts of abundance and possibility, you're setting yourself up for long-term success. Positive thinking isn't some mystical process, it's a practical tool for aligning your mind with your goals. And when your mind and actions are in sync, you become unstoppable in your journey toward financial freedom and a life full of opportunities. Alright, now that you've got the blueprint to build a successful money mindset, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to keep playing small, or are you ready to step up and start living the life you've always wanted? It all starts with the choices you make today. Remember, wealth doesn't come from just working harder, it comes from thinking smarter. So, what's stopping you from applying these principles right now? Take a moment and ask yourself, what can you do today to start shifting your mindset? Maybe it's reading that book on investments, cutting back on unnecessary spending, or even taking that leap to start your own business. The path is there, all you have to do is walk it. Don't wait until tomorrow, because tomorrow always turns into next week, next month, or never. If you're serious about making a change, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way, you'll stay plugged into all the tips and strategies that can help you level up financially. Let's make sure you don't just dream about success, you actually live it.